This is annoying. Like, I don't like the way this is looking on me. What's up everybody? It is your girl Luscious Money in the cut, and I am back with another banger for you and your crew. Now look, I'm coming at you like trying to look good. Got on the like sun makeup, got on the big hoops, you know what I'm saying? Got on the Beyonce shirt. Like, I'm just trying to come at y'all like the best that I can because it's really been a minute. As you can see from the background, I'm in a college dorm. Yay! It doesn't really look like, it may look like, oh, it's plain, oh, it's not cute. That's only because I don't have like anything on the wall, so it doesn't really look homey yet. But we're gonna try that again come next semester. So yeah, I really just like, this is gonna be hopefully a quick and easy video. And no videos that I have on YouTube have to pertain to me being in college now and not being at home. So I really just wanted to give you guys that updated video to just, you know, tell you guys what's going on here, what's going on over here, what's, you know, what's been happening, the little gossip tea or whatever. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys like, you know, just learn from my mistakes, okay? If you're about to go into college, learn from my mistakes, all right? I'm so sorry for taking that long break, but you know,
I do that all the time. At this point, you guys should just be used to it.
But yeah, we're gonna get right into this video. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys comment, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys follow me on all my social medias, which should be linked in the description down below. And let's get right on into the banger. All right, so we're gonna start from the very top. We're gonna start from moving day. I know a lot of you are probably like, what happened to us, like getting a documentation of that, a vlog, what happened? Initially, I was recording on moving day. I had a camera, I had a tripod, I had everything set up for moving day. I had an intro set up, was recording throughout the day before we even got to Baltimore, and everything was ready until I got to Baltimore. And when I got here, I had to go to one part of campus to get my key to my door, and then I had one side of campus to get my ID card. So it was kind of like a lot of back and forth, going back and forth kind of thing. I had 2 cars full of stuff, so in order for one car to get pulled up to the front of the building, they had to have a red slip on their dashboard. So my mom had the red slip. So when I went to go get my ID card, the school store was also on that same floor. So my mom wanted to go and look around at the school store, wanted to do her due like she always do. So yeah, we was down there for about like maybe like 20 minutes. Probably might even been longer than that. My father was getting impatient because he didn't have the slip to get to the front of the building. He was wondering where we was at, why we was taking so long. So that was that thing. We were also a little running behind for my check-in time for me to move in, and then for them to be out before 5 o'clock. So that was that. So eventually we got to the building. By the way, if you guys hear any slamming of any doors, any banging, anything, any screaming, any loud voices, I'm in a quad, so I live on the side of a floor with like 6 or 7 other people. So just, yeah, that's if you hear anything from the background. Moving day like was good until I got here, until I got in my room. My roommate was already moved in because she was moving crew, so she was here before anybody else was even here. So the time that I was moving in, she wasn't in the room because she was moving other people in. So that was good that she wasn't really in here. So yeah, moving day was very stressful. My parents just helped me with getting my furniture switched around. So this thing that you see right here was on this side where you guys are, and my desk, which you guys are sitting on, was where this thing is at. So we switched it around just to, like, you know, give more space. Then they helped me with my bedding, which I think kind of still looks cute, right? Yeah, it's not really what I want it to look like, but it's cute. They helped me with my bedding, and then they helped me set my TV up, which was all the things that I knew that I couldn't do by myself. Well, once all those things got set up, my parents were just trying to like do everything, and I was just like, no, this, like, you're putting stuff where I don't want it to be. It's time for y'all to go. The only thing that was left for me to set up was my desk, and I think stuff like storage stuff to go underneath my bed and my clothes. Like, y'all can go. They ended up leaving, and then I had a meeting with my RA at 5 o'clock. I went to the meeting, and then I came back in my room, and I was just like, I was just sitting on my bed. I was looking around. I was just like, so now what? Like, what are we supposed to do now? Eventually that led to me, you know, having a mini breakdown because I felt like I was here by myself. My sister hadn't moved in yet. She was gonna move in 2 days after me. So I had no friends. I didn't know anybody up here. I didn't know the campus. I didn't know anything. I was up here stuck in my room by myself. I had like crying for about maybe 2 days after moving day. And then eventually my sister came. She took me around campus to show me where my classes were. Went to dining halls and did what I needed to do to just like get me situated and with the campus and get familiar and get comfortable with it. And then eventually classes started. Then I was like, okay, Imani, you don't really need friends. Friends will come eventually. You just have to focus on your studies. Classes were starting, and with me, I am a forensic chemistry major. I'm gonna say I am because I am a forensic chemistry major. So basically that was a STEM major, and STEM majors are very, very hard, very complicated. It's a struggle in disguise. I was taking a lot of my core classes, which core classes are just classes that I have to take in order for me to graduate on time. So I was taking a lot of those, and then I was taking a chemistry class, a chemistry lecture, and then a chemistry lab. My major, I have to take chemistry almost every semester until I graduate. Just by me taking chemistry like off the first get-go, wasn't cutting it. It wasn't cute. It was embarrassing. Like, every day I was crying. I'm in my room. I was crying every single day, and if I wasn't crying, I was on the phone with my best friend. I was on the phone with my mom. I was on the phone with my sister. Like, it was a continuous thing. And even got to a point where I was like, oh, maybe you need to go see a therapist because, you know, they have free therapy up here. Maybe you need to go see somebody because it's not cute that you're crying every day about it. Maybe you need to go see someone and talk to somebody. But I was like, no, Imani, that's kind of doing too much. Maybe you just need to go get help. Like, just go get help with the classes. Go see a tutor. Go to tutoring. Get help. Then it got to a point where it was like, what do you need a tutor for if this is not what you want to do? And I was like, you shouldn't have to wake up every day with this something that you have to do until you graduate and you're not happy with it. So why put yourself in that situation if you don't want to do this for the rest of your life? Because this was definitely something I was going to be doing for the rest of my life. And here at Towson, they don't really like, I don't know, their forensic science major is a little different, I feel like, to other schools. They say it's forensic chemistry, so it's basically a chemistry major. I feel like it had nothing to do with criminal crime, any of that, until I got to my senior year, which I honestly felt like was a total waste of time. Was just not feeling it. I was embarrassed that I was crying every day. It just wasn't cute. I was failing because with me doubting myself that I knew that I was going to fail, me telling myself that I'm going to fail, I ended up failing. And I was failing, I was actually only failing chemistry lecture. The lab I was doing actually very well in. I had a B in that class. I had a B+ in there. I was doing very well in that class. But it was just the chemistry lecture that just wasn't, like, just wasn't kicking in. I ended up, like, having to get a meeting with my advisor and asking her, like, what is the best way for me to change my major. I ended up talking to her, and she was like, well, you Like, what do you want to do now? Just the thought process of having to think about what that next step was and what I wanted to do next was kind of the most hard part. So I ended up going with the criminal justice major, which honestly still goes the route of forensic chemistry. It's just forensic chemistry was more of being behind the scenes in a crime. With criminal justice is more of being in front, knowing what to do first. You're the first person on the scene, first person like taking pictures, writing down writing down like where the evidence was at, taking measurements of where the evidence was, taking measurements of the body, how the body was positioned on the floor, where the body was found, the surroundings of the body, like stuff that is just do this first. I wanted to be the one in front, not the one behind the scenes. Ended up changing my major to criminal justice. Then the only thing that I had a problem was to stay on campus and have somewhere to live with under 12 credits. Because to my advisor's request, I had to withdraw from chemistry and chemistry lab, because in order for me to keep my GPA up, I had to withdraw from these classes. I talked to my advisor more and I was like, well, if I have under 12 credits, how am I going to still have somewhere to live? So she was like, well, you can go to the residence office and they should have a one-time waiver that you can sign for you to live on campus with under 12 credits, but it's only you can use it one time throughout the whole 4 years that you're here. I was like, well, you're never going to use this again, because you're always like, you're never going to change your major again, you're not going to drop, like you're just going to keep sticking to the classes. Like, I have no choice but to stick to these classes or just take more classes that have more credits. But I was like, okay. So I called them and I was like, what do I need to do to sign this waiver form? They would just like come down to the office on this side of campus. I'll give you the form, sign it, and you'll have an answer in 2 days. I went to the office, signed the form. It took them a while to give me an answer, but they ended up approving. So I ended up still staying on campus, which is why I'm still here. So yes, your girl did change her major. I feel like that was the #1 thing that went on with this, and also me not documenting move-in day. The thing is, if you cannot see, but you probably can't, but the other side of the room is empty. Now, I know a lot of people have like horror stories of like their roommates and things like that. I don't have that story for you all, if that's what you were looking for. But what I do have is that my roommate just felt like maybe living here was not for her. So she came in one day and they were just packing all of her stuff, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like she's moving out. She wasn't telling me anything until like she walked out at the very last minute, and she was like, well, I hope to see you on campus. I was like, I hope to see you too. And I was like, it's nice meeting you. She was like, it was nice meeting you too, and she left out. I have a conversation with her about the criminal justice major, because she was also a criminal justice major. Changed my major, roommate moved out, and it's only like, what, the 8th week of school maybe? Like, it's only the 8th week of school. Still don't have any friends. I actually made a couple friends. I have one friend that lives off campus, and then I have another friend who doesn't even go to Towson. She goes to Morgan, but I went to my old private school with her, so we're just kind of bonding again, pretty much. We were very close like back in the 3rd grade, so you know. I've really just been being to myself more than anything, and I think it's kind of like being myself at this point. I've gotten accustomed to being in this room by myself, and it was like that at home. So yeah, I feel like that's mainly it for the college experience. I moved in, I'm here, changed my major already, roommate moved out. That's enough said. Like, that's really enough said for it to only be 8 weeks. I said I was gonna make this short and sweet. I just want to give y'all a little mini update. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys comment, and make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social medias, which will also be linked in the description down below. You guys know what it is. I forgot my outro. How did my outro go? Y'all already know what it is. It's your girl Jasmani. I'm out. Peace. Mwah. Whoa, I just totally forgot my intro.